Hello everyone, I'm Varshita S. from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Today we are discussing about the cloud computing. So basically what is cloud computing? You all know about cloud computing. Cloud computing is a general term for anything that involves delivering hosted services over the internet. Example for cloud computing are Yahoo, Gmail, Hotmail, etc. It is simply referred as it remote services on the internet manage and access data online rather than any local drives. The data can be anything like images, videos, audios, document files, etc. So now we discuss about the history of the cloud computing, how the cloud computing was came into existence. Before computing was come into existence, client server architecture was used, where all the data and control of client resides in the server side. If a single user want to access some data, firstly user need to connect to the server and after that user will get appropriate access. But it has many disadvantages. So after client server computing, distributed computing was came into existence. In this type of computing, all the computers are networked together with the help of this. User can share their resources when needed. It also has certain limitations. So in order to remove limitation faced in distributed systems, cloud computing was emerged. In 2002, Amazon starts Amazon Web Services called as AWS. Amazon will provide a storage computation over the internet. In 2006, Amazon will launch Elastic Compute Cloud Commercial Services, which is open for everybody to use. Now we will discuss about cloud computing architecture. As we know, cloud computing technology is used by both small and large organizations to store the information in cloud and access it from anywhere at any time using the internet connections. Cloud computing architecture is a combination of service-oriented architecture and event-driven architecture. And it is divided into following two parts, front-end and back-end. The following diagram shows the architecture of the cloud computing and it mainly consists of front-end and back-end. Front-end is used by the client. It contains the client-side interfaces and its applications that are required to access the cloud computing platforms. The front end includes web servers, including Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, etc., theme, and fat client tablets and mobile devices. The backend is used by the service providers. It manages all the resources that are required to provide cloud computing services. It includes a huge amount of data storage, security mechanism, virtual machines, deployed models, servers, traffic control mechanisms, etc. Now we will discuss about components of the cloud computing architecture. There are several components of cloud computing architecture. First one is client infrastructure. It is a front-end component. It will provide the GUI, means graphical user interface, to interact with the cloud. And the next one is application. The application may be any software or platform that a client want to access. Next is service. A cloud services manages that which type of service you can access according to the client's requirement. Storage. Storage is one of the most important components of the cloud computing. It provides a huge amount of storage capacity in the cloud to store and manage the data. Next one is runtime cloud. Runtime cloud provides the execution and runtime environments to the virtual machines. Next is infrastructure. It provides services on the host level, application level, and the network level. Cloud infrastructure includes hardware and software components such as servers, storage, network devices, virtualization software, and other storage resources that are needed to support the cloud computing model. Next one is management. Management is used to manage components such as application service, runtime cloud storage, infrastructure, and other security issues in the backend and establish the coordination between them. Next one is the security. Security is most important component in the cloud computing. Security is an inbuilt back-end component of the cloud computing. It implements a security mechanism in the backend. Next one is the internet. Without internet, the cloud computing does not work. The internet is medium through which front end and back end can interact and communicate with each other. Next, we are going to discuss about types of services. In the cloud computing, the following three types of services are offered. First one is software as a service, second one is platform as a service, and third one is infrastructure as a service. First one, software as a service. It is also known as the cloud application services. Mostly SaaS applications runs directly through the web browsers, means we do not require the download and install these applications. Some important examples are Google Maps, Salesforce, Dropbox, Slack, HubSpot, etc. Next, platform as a service. It's also known as cloud platform services. It is quite similar to SaaS, but the difference is that the PaaS provides a platform for software creation, but using SaaS, we can access software over the internet without the need of any platform. Some of the examples are Windows, Azure, Force.com, OpenShift, etc. Next one is infrastructure as a service. It is also known as the cloud infrastructure services. It is responsible for managing the application data, middleware, and runtime environment. Examples are Amazon Web Services known as AWS EC2, Google Computing Engine, Cisco Metapod. Next, cloud computing technologies. There are some cloud computing technologies are given below. First one is virtualization, service-oriented architecture. Next one is grid computing and utility computing. First one, visualization. Visualization is the process of creating a virtual environment to run multiple applications and operating systems on the same server. The virtual environment can be anything, such as a single instance or a combination of many operating systems, storage devices, network applications, and other environments. The concepts of virtualization in cloud computing increases the use of virtual machines. A virtual machine is a software computer or the software program that not only works as a physical computer but can also function as a physical machine and performs the tasks such as running applications or programs as per the user's demand. There are several types of virtualizations. First one is hardware virtualization, server virtualizations, storage virtualizations, operating system virtualization, and data virtualization. Next technology is service-oriented architecture. Service-oriented architectures allows organizations to access on-demand cloud-based computing solutions according to the change of business needs. It can work without or with cloud computing. The advantages of using SOA is that it is easy to maintain, platform independent, and highly scalable. Service provider and service consumers are the two major roles in the service-oriented architecture. There are some applications of service-oriented architectures. It is used in healthcare industries. It is used to create many mobile applications and games. In the Air Force, service-oriented architecture infrastructure is used to deploy situational awareness systems. Next one is grid computing. Grid computing is also known as distributed computing. It is a processor architecture that combines various different computing resources from multiple locations to achieve a common goal. In grid computing, the grid is connected by the parallel nodes to form a computer cluster. These computer clusters are different in size and can run on any operating systems. There are three types of machines are there in grid computing. First one is control node. Second one is provider. Third one is users. Control node, it is a group of servers which administrates the whole network. Provider. Provider is a computer which contributes its resources in the network resource pool. And user is a computer which uses the resource on the network. Mainly, the grid computing is used in the ATMs, backend infrastructure, and marketing research. Thank you.